Day 23. There we go. This is my test model for the base. I picked this guy because he is missing an arm. And so he's kind of unique. I really like him. I'm not gonna lie, I'm showing off a little bit with doing this guy. Since he's my test, I figured I'd put my best foot forward. Most of the guys are fully limbed and thus not as interesting. He also has he's also skewered someone with his pitchfork, and it's running down his hands. Kind of cool. The base is done. I was a little up in the air on whether or not I should do the black border or the white border. I was going to do white against the snow, but I kind of like the black better. Just because it shows off the white more, I think. So there we go. That's blood from his severed arm, or maybe it's from his pitchfork. He's dragging it behind him. Yeah, so that's gonna be fun. I can't wait to use more of that Tamiya in the snow. That makes a cool effect. That's just pure uncut Tamiya. So there he is, test model. Although it's not hard, I just did white glue on the base, dabbed a little of the brush on, and then dipped it in the snow, which actually I know a couple guys, I think War Tiger was interested in the snow, and I don't know if it's picking up on the camera very well, but it's actually pretty neat stuff. It looks like it's almost more like hardened snow. Where'd he go? There it is. It's more like hardened snow, like crystallized ice, not like fluffy snow. It's like hard pack, and it gives that cool effect, and it's got the shiny to it. It's good stuff. I did make a mistake though. I did the base before, or I did the flocking before I painted the sides of the base. So the first go around, which you can probably see a little through the snow, it's like a little darker. What happened was I painted the base, or I did the flocking and then I painted the sides of the base after that, and the Chaos Black seeped into the snow, so the first layer of snow was actually on the edges as black. So I had to do another layer on top of that, which is why you get like the darker edges here. It's not the flock, it's my error. But that's why we do a test model, right? So, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. I like it. And the dusty highlight that I did on the zombies, is it going to show it now? There we go. That dusty highlight actually kind of makes sense now. Whammy! I think it looks cool. I like this guy. Poor armless zombie. There he is. This is the first guy in my army to be what I would consider for this challenge completely done and ready for the gaming table. Good stuff. There he is. Now, as far as the question goes, who best would in the game would describe my personality or who I am as a model or posed model. I think I just butchered that question, but it's there somewhere in that convoluted mess of words I just said. Basically, who as a model would best represent me? I'm not entirely sure of this. My first answer really was to say to take the easy route and pick either Imperial Guard, like a guardsman, or an Empire man-at-arms or something. But the problem with that is a lot of the humans in the Warhammer universes are very like pious, and they don't really think too much on their own. I know the Empire in Fantasy Battles is different. They're more free and kind of living not in the Dark Ages, but they're still, they still have that one religion, and like worship is a big part of the social psyche. And I'm not necessarily a very religious or devout individual. Not religious, but not so much so that I would, it influences my life in any significant way. So honestly, I probably wouldn't be that. And in the 40K universe, there's not a whole lot of armies out there that would represent me other than humans, except for one, and I'm gonna pick 40K as the universe I'm gonna go with, just because I'm more familiar with that still, and I like technology. So if I could pick a universe, I'd probably pick the Fantasy Battles universe, just because it's not so grim dark and everything sucks and is dying and everyone's going extinct type of feel. But technology-wise, I'd rather live in a more modern age. So I'm gonna pick 40K for this, and I'm gonna have to go with my boys in the Tau. I'm gonna say a Tau Fire Warrior probably would be best to describe me, just because I like technology. I'm not necessarily devout or anything, and they're really the only race that isn't dying out or deeply threatened by something. It is day 23. Have a good one, guys.